The Mozambique Drill. A close-quarters shooting tactic invented by Rhodesian mercenary Mai Krusu during the 1964 to 1974 conflict known as the Mozambican War of Independence. The technique involves the practice of firing into the center of the target's torso twice, followed up with a shot to the head. 2 for incapacitation, 1 for execution.
Listen, I'm in town on a real estate deal, closing one night. I got 5 stops to make. Collect signatures, see some friends, and then I got a 6 a.m. out of LAX. Why don't you hang with me?
I'm not trying to piss you off or nothing like that, but I can't do this. I can't drive you around while you want to kill people, man. It ain't my job.
Tonight it is.
Thomas Cruise Mapother IV,
Respect the cock.
also simply known as Tom Cruise. Whether you like the man or not, it's undeniable that the man has immense dedication to acting, stunts, and looking badass. In the early days of his career, he ruled the 80s with Risky Business and Top Gun, practically starting the trend of jet fighter pilots being cool.
I feel the need for speed.
Then he dominated the 90s with more serious roles.
The truth! You can't handle the truth!
But it was in Mission Impossible where he found his footing in action, keeping the man busy for 3 whole decades. By the year 2000, the streak of his presence would not stop, releasing another Mission Impossible, a bizarre sci-fi film, an even more bizarre sci-fi film, a cameo in Austin Powers,
Yeah, baby.
and a historical war drama, all within the span of 3 years. Everybody wanted a piece, and he was essentially doing 1 film per year. In 2003, a man approached him. He wasn't just any normal man, he was the man. Michael Mann. Master of crime dramas and the most insane man on the planet was a deadly combo, and the movie they worked on together would put Cruise away from being the protagonist, but instead the antagonist. Enter Vincent, a professional hitman all in grey. Ruthless, precise, dangerous. Not to mention efficient with the usage of the Mozambique drill, which Cruise had to spend months learning and perfecting.
Side looks, I said, you know.
Tom and I had a complete understanding of what Vincent is thinking and how it resonates with something in his life growing up in Gary, Indiana, with a mother who died in childbirth, delivering him in a series of foster homes, none of which is part of the text of this motion picture.
Who's the protagonist? That would be Jamie Foxx's Max. In a career filled with comedies, 2004 was the year to step into more serious projects. As much as I love his award-winning performance as Ray Charles in his biographical film, the dynamic between him and Vincent is absolute cinema. Collateral follows Max, an LA taxi driver who one night meets Vincent, a stranger who offers him enough money to buy a PS5 for a several-stop trip around the city, unaware that Vincent is using them as means of covert transportation to his next target. And that's basically it. 2 hours of these 2 great actors in the middle of the night driving in LA. I think Mann just knows how to direct nighttime crime action, whether it's cruising down the streets of Miami, chasing down a suspect down the Los Angeles highway, or chilling in the back of a taxi. He just knows how to make it cool. And that's what the definition of this movie is. Cool. Heck, every crime action movie this guy's done, always cool. It's also cool in the way how man portrays Los Angeles, an almost otherworldly city. The bustling excitement of the daytime contrasts with the bleak, crime-ridden landscape of the night, a city that hides its true colors in the dark. Dialogue is cool, characters are cool, and don't forget to add a nightclub shootout for good measure. I want to take on the Collateral story with a fresh premise would be amazing, which they did with this. Also, I'd like for Cruise to return to fresher roles like Vincent or Les Grossman from Tropic Thunder and do something else than play the titular hero. He can do intimidating. I don't know what Fox is doing lately. He hasn't been the same since Netflix got to him. If Heat was about people struggling to live a normal life in a world without normalcy, Collateral is about people finding normalcy in that world. Vincent finds no wrong in being a hitman, seeing it just like an average 9 to 5. Max dreams big of being a successful businessman, believing the life of a mundane taxi driver job will leave him fulfilled. Collateral, beyond the style, has a lot to say on identity and duality, so I highly recommend you give this a watch. Heck, like Scorsese, if you dig man's style and themes, the rest of his filmography is worth checking out. I'll be looking at Terrence Malick in the next video, which will be quite long and you'll see why. Anyways, I'm Sides, thank you for watching and see you all later.